Hi again. In today's video, we're going to figure out what terms like SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, and even serverless mean. Let's figure out what these terms mean and how they are connected. To get there, we need to first understand the layers of any cloud application. Take Google Sheets, for example. The information, the text you input, sits at the top. That is the main thing you enter there. That's your data. The app itself, the Google Sheets in this example, is what you use to interact with this data. It operates within a runtime environment, which is essentially the stage where this app performs its tasks. This runtime borrows resources from the operating system. What the operating systems are, you probably are already familiar with. Think Windows, Linux, or Mac OS on your computer. This operating system uses the processing power of the CPU, that is Central Processing Unit, on the machine it runs on. We call that compute. And all these operations are connected to the outside world through a network. Lastly, everything we just named has to be stored somewhere, right? This is where storage on a server comes into play. So, when we talk about models like SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, the AAS part means as a service. The difference between them lies in how much you, as a customer, involve the cloud provider, and what responsibilities you take on yourself. I like cooking, so I will explain the concepts using some parallels with that. The highest level of the responsibility that you can take for a cloud application is to deploy it on-premise. You can check the other video on deployment models for more details. Just like in cooking, the highest level of responsibility is cooking at home. You manage everything from making sure there is electricity, kitchen appliances, and take full control of the cooking process. The next one is when you outsource some of the responsibilities to the cloud provider. IaaS, or infrastructure as a service, is like renting a kitchen with all the necessary tools, but you take care of choosing the recipe and cooking the ingredients. The cloud provider offers the infrastructure, but you manage everything else. The operating system can be something provided too, but in some situations, you can choose to take care of it yourself. For example, when you have specific licenses. IaaS is great when you want a lot of control over what you are developing, but don't want to worry about the hardware. Then we have PaaS, Platform as a Service. Here, the provider manages even more. Up to the runtime. You focus on developing your app and handling the data. It's like hiring a chef who does the cooking based on your recipe and ingredients. This approach works best for developers who want to focus on the software, but not bother with maintaining the underlying systems. Okay, we're now moving to SaaS, or software as a service. This approach has even more responsibilities abstracted away. It is like ordering a meal at a restaurant. Everything is prepared and served for you. You just focus on your data. It is not focusing on the developers as much anymore, but it is perfect for end users who need ready-to-use solutions like Gmail or Microsoft Office 365, without the hassle of managing any infrastructure or applications. They only take care of the data that they put into the system. Wait, and what about serverless? Despite the name, it doesn't mean there are no servers. It means you, as the customer, don't deal with them. Serverless fits somewhere between platform as a service and software as a service. Serverless approach is best suited for when you have varying workloads, for example, in event-driven applications. It is ideal for scenarios where managing resources yourself would be complex and inefficient. So, whether you're cooking at home, renting a kitchen, hiring a chef, or just dining out, understanding these cloud models helps you choose the right approach for your needs.